support for the cryptocurrency sector. The Dow popped more than 1,500 points, notching its best day since 2022. In company-specific news, Ford and General Motors are both well-positioned to do well under the Trump White House, according to Bank of America's analysis, and that's largely tied to both companies' truck divisions, which have faced pressure to decarbonize from the Biden-Harris administration. And staying with the auto sector, e-vehicle giant Tesla, whose CEO Elon Musk is a prominent backer of Trump, saw its share price climb 14%. Banks performed well during today's session. JP Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo popped. Grocery giant Kroger has settled with 30 states that sued over the company's involvement in the opioid crisis. That's the market report. I'm James Flippin.
Keep listening for more. This is the 77 WABC Market Report. The 77 WABC online store.
This is James Golden, aka Bo Snerdley. Go to the WABCRadiostore.com and check out the new 77 WABC merchandise. From t-shirts and hats to jackets and bags. Enter discount code JAMES15 for 15%.
Stop. There you go. There you go. There you go. And hello and welcome to my live stream. It is November 6th, day after Election Day, 2024, of course. And we have a new president-elect. Well, we were going to have a new president regardless. But the people have spoken. People have spoken loudly. I was up all night actually. Of course, I was watching the concession speech just now. I wanted to watch that for a minute. See all those liberals crying, crying at Howard University. So there you go, liberal tears. Liberal tears. Enough of this foolishness. You're fired. That's it. So we got the result. We got the result that we wanted. The people have spoken. And pray for that man's safety. That's what we can do now. Pray for that man's safety. Let me fix this up over here. Yeah, I was up all night. I ended that stream around right before midnight. And then I was just watching the election unfold. He was at 267 for a while, and then finally around 4 in the morning. It was around 4 in the morning. Finally, what state was it? Michigan was awarded. And then he went up. So he went up to 277. That's it. And then that's it. It's done. There was no. Well, even before that, there was no pathway for her to win. There was no. He pretty much got he won every state, every swing state. He was he was supposed to win. So I am very happy. I'm very happy today. But I'm not going to gloat about it. You know why? I'm not going to gloat about it. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. When he won, they were gloating about it. All the fireworks are going off and all that. I'm not going to gloat about it because we have a lot of work to do now. When I mean we are talking about the country in terms of reversing the damage that this administration did. Like number one thing, close the border. Enough of this. Number one thing, close the border. As soon as he gets sworn in, close the border. And also the pipeline. That's what Biden did on day one. He closed the pipeline. The pipeline, the Keystone pipeline, that really drove energy prices through the roof. So of course, he's going to reverse that. He's going to open up the pipeline again and drill, baby, drill. Enough with his EV mandate stuff. I'm not against EV vehicles. I'm not against electric vehicles. I'm not against alternative energy. I'm not against all that. But you got to be realistic. It's not going to be the number one energy source. Not for a long time. We don't have the, is primarily fossil fuel is what drives a lot of things. A lot of things are made by fossil fuels. So we need to stop this foolishness. Things like that. So the people have spoken and we spoke loud. That's it. And the rest of the world is gonna notice that now. I spoke to a person on DMR right after I was done. Well, no, actually, before I did the live stream for the election, and he is a guy from England. He said, "We're rooting for you." He said because we need that over here too. He's out of control. Yep, and I say, "Yep, I know." So I know number one thing he wants to do. He wants to end the war in Ukraine, which I hope we all want to see that. We want the war to end in Ukraine. That's the number one. Put him on the negotiating table. And there you go. Yeah. But I'm not going to gloat about it. I'm not going to do that. It's just some people in this country are confused. That's it. I don't hate anybody. They might not like me. They might hate me, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I may feel sorry for some because they're delusional. You can't help the uninformed and the stupid. You can only feel sorry for them and maybe even pray for them that they can snap out of that stupidness. So we were this close to almost going, practically ruin the country, irreversible damage. At least some of it is fixable. So all you people that are out there crying right now, you need to stop that crying. Because when he won 4 years ago, I didn't cry. I have faith. So you people that are crying now, you need to stop crying. You need to have faith. Like I have faith. When he was in office, well, he's still in office now for another until January 19th, officially. When he won, I didn't cry. I was not happy, but I did not cry. I said, we're gonna get our day. We're gonna have our day. Because I remember I made a joke about that. Remember I kept joking about it? I'm gonna get my lawn chair. I'm gonna sit back on my lawn chair and watch this country get destroyed. And I did that. For 4 years, I sat on my lawn chair. And I told those people that really, I can't. I hate that man. I voted. Exactly. And I sat on my lawn chair and I waited 4 years. I watched everything unfold. From day one, he reversed all that stuff. I said, watch. As soon as he reversed the pipeline, that was the number one thing. As soon as he did the border undoing and the pipeline, I said, watch the floodgates open. And true to my word, it happened. It happened the way I predicted. I predicted this. Yeah, I predicted this. And then those around me openly, I'm glad he's gone. Okay, wait and see. You're happy now. You're happy now out there celebrating, popping fireworks, because that's what they were doing. They were popping fireworks. I said, okay, wait and see. It took about a year. It took about a year. Really, the second year is when everybody started feeling it. Because the first major thing that happened was Afghanistan. I'm going to give you a nutshell of everything real quickly. First major thing the blunder that happened was Afghanistan. We ran out of there like we just lost a war. Embarrassing. We even left our allies behind. We ran out of there with our tail between our legs. With $85 billion of equipment left behind. State-of-the-art stuff. I said, okay, I'm in my lawn chair. I'm sitting in my lawn chair. Okay, blunder number one. Well, there was a lot, but before that was a few blunders. But that was a major blunder right there. And then all suddenly, oh, everything is going through the roof. Oh my God, I'm paying $5 a gallon. What a shocker. What a shocker. $5 a gallon. Wow. Some places were paying $6 a gallon in California. I was like, here we go. This is a byproduct of what? He shut down the pipeline. And then they started doing this pie in the sky thing, the Green New Deal. The Green New Deal nonsense. So then everybody started feeling it by year 2. The inflation. I'm in my lawn chair. I'm like, okay, there you go. See? Then it started hitting their pockets. Everybody's pockets started getting hit hard. That's when people started saying, oh my God. That's when I first heard the few people that said around early last year, I heard the people started come. I made a mistake. I'm going to vote for this guy because I can't afford buying food now. $100 of groceries used to be a few bags. Now it's one bag of groceries. One bag of groceries is $100. That's the way they equate it to everything. Now, if I want to do shopping, I'm paying almost or more than double. Excuse me. For groceries, I'm like, oh, really? Because you know what? It's a byproduct. Everything is a byproduct of fuel. When fuel prices go up, guess what happens? Delivery prices go up. Delivery prices go up. By the way, manufacturing prices go up. Manufacturing, anything manufactured costs more now. Fuel is the price of fuel affects everything. Everything, people. So get off this pipe dream about green energy. The price of fuel affects everything. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Utility prices went through the roof. My utilities doubled. Okay? Doubled. All right? Get it through your thick heads. Fuel prices affect everything. We were the number one exporter of liquid natural gas and petroleum. We were right there, number one. This guy took all that shit off the board. We became energy dependent because of this knucklehead. This knucklehead. That's. And I sat in my lawn chair. I said, well, he's not going to get reelected. And then when he had the audacity to try to run for reelection, of course we already knew that the guy was senile. But you know what happened? They were hiding the fact that the man was senile. They were hiding it. They were hiding, and the media too. The media is disgusting too. They were hiding. They didn't expose the fact that the man is senile. The guy is senile. The guy is dementia. Okay, dementia. But they were hiding it. They were trying to hide it. But us people know the people has spoken. The people know that this guy is fucking has dementia. He has dementia. And they were trying to hide that until that CNN debate where he embarrassed himself. He embarrassed himself and Trump exposed him. Trump let him talk and he did it to himself. And that's when they panic. They panic. They say, oh my God, PJ ready out the window. Holy shit, this guy has dementia. Trump is going to do a landslide on his ass. So they put this one in. You know, token, you know, filling all the boxes. Oh, she's a woman. She happens to be the vice president, even though she haven't done jack shit. And she's African American. Oh, she's part Indian too, by the way. All the check boxes. And they thought they were going to fool the public. But we know better. And by the way, I already knew because I'm sitting in my lawn chair. I'm like, okay, you voted for this guy, right? Are you ready to? Do you want 4 more years of them? And they finally said, "Fuck no, I'm gonna vote for Trump." And that's what happened. The people got fed up because there's one common denominator out of all this: don't fuck with the economy. Don't fuck with people's income. That's the fastest way for you to get fired. Okay? And that's what happened. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're fucking transgender. I don't care if you're Indian. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're whatever. You don't fuck with the money. When you start fucking with people's money, this is the result. She got fired. Okay? Booyah. Now he's going to open up the pipeline again. What happened? By the way, Bitcoin, 75,000 today. Bitcoin, baby. 75,000. What up? Stock market. Did it go up today? You see what I'm saying? Don't fuck with people's money. When you start fucking with people's money, you're going to get fired. And that's what happened. That's the bottom line. I don't care if you got a R or a D. When you start fucking with people's livelihood or their standard of living, and you know, money's what's gonna get you fired. And that's what happened to them. They fucked up. There you go. 1,500. I wanted somebody to post that. 1,500 points. 1,500 points. There you go. Bitcoin, 75,000. It already started. It's already starting. That's the effect. Because now things are going to get better. And not only for us, for the world. It's going to get better now. And there you go. The people have spoken. All righty. So it's a great day. Cheers. Cheers, 47. There you go. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Hello, my ready Dexter. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I don't know. I don't cry for anybody. Does not make sense. Yeah. But hey, I just watched the concession speech. I watched the concession speech, and they're crying out there. They show them crying. There you go. Let that be a lesson to everybody. You don't mess with people's income. You don't mess with their money. You're not gonna stay in power too long. That's it. This guy when Biden when he got sworn in, he took that pen. He said, because if Trump did it, I'm gonna reverse everything. Bing, 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 bing. And he as soon as he did that, he signed off his own reelection chances. If he would have left everything alone and just ran the country, but he had, that's the way these liberals are. They don't want to negotiate with you. They want to do it their way. That's it. They want to do it their way and fuck you. That's what they want to do. And that shit backfired on them. That shit backfired big time. I said I wasn't gonna laugh, but I lied. Oh my God. Oh my God. And this was a bottle of liberal tears. This is a bottle of liberal tears. I'm gonna drink this shit up right now. Look. Here's the liberal tears. mm, mm, mm. It tastes so good. Oh my God, it tastes good. Oh my goodness, tastes good. Oh my God. Oh no, they're crying. They're crying. They are crying. They are crying. I just watched a whole bunch of videos of people, they're crying out there. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Biden was, there you go, my rejection. Biden not being fit to continue as president, and they still forced him. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. They used him as a tool. Exactly. And by the way, this victory, now the Obama puppet thing is over. They're not going to trust him. Because now he's 0-2. Well, he got Biden in, but well, maybe that would have, he should have dropped out sooner, but he didn't because he was thinking of himself. He was thinking of himself. He wasn't thinking about the country. He was only thinking about himself. That's why he didn't drop out sooner. He was trying to hide it. All right, so we're done with that. Very happy day here. Yep, we're happy. I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. My son is happy. My wife is happy. He was up late. My son was up late. I told my son, "No, you're not going to school today. I want you to remember this day. I want to teach my son a lesson. I said, I want you to remember this day because this is the day that we almost went the other way. We was this close to becoming a real whatever, socialist, whatever the hell. We was on that path. And this been averted. It's been avoided now. And actually with this victory now, we solidified, we got let me tell you something. When you get RFK Jr. to come over, when you get Elon to come over, when you get Tulsi Gabbard to come over, that means they're fed up. They fed up with that side. When you get people like that to come over, it's because they're fed up too. Okay? And that's a big deal. They failed. So this was not only was a victory, it was a resounding, you know. So there you go. So I know I don't want to talk about pop, but hey, it's a part of life, man. It's a part of my life. It affects me. I don't care if people don't like it. I don't care. People don't like it. I don't. It affects me. It affects every American in this country, even parts of the world. It affects you. I'm glad we're not going down that road. Yes, James Farley. Hi, Danny. Yeah. Oh, happy day. Yep. Very happy day. Yeah. Yeah. Chickle P Radio. Hello. Yeah. Me too predicted that. Yeah. I said it. I said it when. You know what really did the man when they kept going after him, like the mug shot. When they actually made him take a mug shot, they were their own worst enemy. You understand what I'm saying? They were doubling down. They were tripling down on stuff. You know, when you get rappers, when you got rappers saying, "I'm gonna vote for a felon," you giving that man street cred. You know, they were coming out of the woodwork like, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna vote for a felon." That's it. You know, like everything they did backfired. It backfired, and that's why it's so sweet that this happened. You know, exactly. The more they try to hurt President Trump, the more they hurt themselves. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And no, I said that. I said that I know people that they were not going to vote. I know a few people that they weren't going to vote. They said no, I'm not going to vote. So yeah, T rating 1972. The turnout was not as high as 2020. Yeah. So so looks like some people sat out this time. Less turnout than 4 years ago. Exactly. And that's it. Some people were just not going to vote. They were not going to vote for her or him. That's it. Whatever. That was it. All right. So where we up now? And hello, Chris C. Yeah, the green scam, exactly. Electric car scam. Hello, Glenn Dancer from South Carolina. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Chris C. Trump 2024, the return of the extreme ultra mega man. Yeah. So that's it. And she conceded. I was watching a press conference, the concession speech. And then I saw they were showing the shots of people. People were crying. I'm like, well, there you go. You know. So enjoy. I'm gonna say, and then we got the House and the Senate. So right away, for first couple of years, he has to crank out all this other stuff. Of course, day one, he's gonna reverse a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of executive orders that he's gonna reverse them back to, and then we're gonna put a stop to this nonsense in Manhattan, all around the country with these illegals with criminal records. Bye bye, go back, send them all back. That's it. Start the deportation process because it's ridiculous. And there you go. No, they're not. They're not gonna. It's too late now. It doesn't matter now. Well, it doesn't matter. You know, James Farley. Do you think that they will make Joe step down for the presidency? That can have 3 months. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's it. He's the president elect, and that's what people were saying. That if this guy is so If this guy cannot even run for re-election, why is he still president? You would think they would have done that. But she has the power to do that. She had the power to initiate that, but she didn't do it. That is what, the 25th Amendment, what is it called? She could have done it, but she didn't. She had the backing to do it. She could have done it. That probably would have looked better. I think it would have helped her better if she would have done that. But she didn't do it. Because she knew. She knew the same thing. They all knew that the guy was, they knew from day one this man had dementia. And they were hiding it. And people kept seeing it. And finally, CNN debate with Trump, the first debate, he exposed it. He imploded in front of the, worldwide, imploded. And that's when they panicked. They panicked. And every time he opened his mouth, he didn't help. So it was like the gift that kept on giving. They did it to themselves. They did beat him in 2020, but they could have stayed in power because they did it to themselves. You know, all he had to do was leave it the way it was and just keep running the country. He didn't have to reverse everything. When he did that on day one, I knew. When he did that executive order, he starts reversing everything on day one. I said, he just did it to himself. He did it to himself. He did it to himself and the party. He took them all down. And then, of course, for the first 3.5 years, the vice president was nowhere to be found. She's just lazy. All suddenly, they put out there in the spotlight. Like, okay, okay, we don't got nobody else. Here you go. Like, that's really gonna fool the people. I said it last time. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith that enough people are gonna say no. We're gonna put a stop to this foolishness, and that's what happened last night. Enough people said enough. We're gonna put a stop to this. In other words, let the grown-ups take charge now. The kids are running the candy store for 4 years. Now it's time for the grown-ups to go back in there, and that's what happened. That's a microcosm of what happened last night. The grown-ups, the people that are really serious about this country, took charge and got these people out of there. Hello, everyone. I don't know about coming here today. I might just be in the Lions there. Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm gonna glow today. I'm gonna have fun today, and that's it. And then I'm done. Then back to normal. The only thing I say, pray for the man's safety, because you know what? Remember this is the same party that demonized him. They kept calling him every name in the book. So he already had 2 attempts on his life. So I wouldn't not be surprised if there be a third one before the inauguration. It wouldn't surprise me, especially now. Yeah. Agenda 2030 averted. Yeah. I'm not crying. I accept the results and hope everyone else does. I didn't say you was crying. I didn't say you. I said people are crying. I didn't say you, and I didn't say. I'm talking about the others, the liberals. Liberals are crying. Well, you know. So, yeah, he was not fit to continue, but they kept pushing him out there. So they did it to themselves. As a party, they could have forced him out earlier and said, you know what? Not only you're not going to run for re-election, you need to resign now and put her in place. They should have done that. That would have looked it better on them, but they didn't do that because you can't trust them. You understand? They all lie. So they were trying to hide it in plain sight that the man did not have dementia. You understand? So just like when he was in the basement all that time in 2020, 81 million votes. I still think there was shenanigans on that one. I know the turnout was high, but 81 million votes he got. I don't buy that. Okay, so yeah, I don't buy that. I don't know why you say rest in peace. 1776 to 2025. The country's fine. It's just every so often you're gonna have a knuckleheaded. Trust me. We had Jimmy Carter for 4 years. Okay, back then, he was the worst president in my lifetime. In my lifetime, Jimmy Carter was the worst president. He was the worst president, and we had to deal with that whole nonsense with the hostages for 400 something. I forgot how many days. It was like 400 days. They were held in captivity. And the day that Ronald Reagan got sworn in, they released them because Ronald Reagan was going to make them pay. Okay, so yeah. Married Dixon, if this means that you're saying this to become a laughing stock politically. Yeah, and another thing is, most of the states got it right. They took a little longer to count some of them because they were very close. But you know, so this, I'm gonna say that when I said that last night, if this would have dragged on for days, it was gonna destroy the confidence of the voting system. You know what happened last night? It restored faith in the voting system because they actually got it right this time in terms of like they didn't take too long to count. I mean, there's a couple of states that by tonight it'll be over because they're very narrow, but it's not going to matter anyway because he already got his 270. But just for the for the formality, they have to finish the count. And even though she conceded, they still got to finish the count. So but at least they got it right this time. And that was my concern was whether he wins or he loses. To me, my concern was I didn't want this to drag out for days and court challenges and all that. I didn't want to see that. I want to restore the faith in that. That when you go vote, it should be done by at least that same night. And we got pretty close to it. By about 2:30 in the morning, we knew. 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, we knew that he was going to win. Because there was no path for her to. All the states were already. He was already ahead in all the other remaining states. So so that's why to me it was more important about that restoring the faith in voting because a lot of people were nervous about that, including me. So yeah, so hopefully we're not going to be the laughing stock after this. I have faith he's going to do a better job. And another thing is, remember his first term, he was, he didn't know DC well. He didn't know that they had people stabbing him in the back. I know what he's going to do right away. He's going to fire a whole bunch of people. Like Mayorkas, he's going to get fired. The borders are, he's gone. The Fed, what's her name? No, the Treasury Department, what's her name? She's gone. She's going to be another one. The Surgeon General, oh yeah, she's gone. He's going to fire a whole bunch of FBI director, he's gone. DOJ, he's gone. He's going to fire. This time he's going to put down the hammer on them. He's going to fire a whole bunch of people. Because they deserve it. Commerce Secretary will when she was saying that he needs to be extinguished, yeah, she's fired too. So he's a lot of people are gonna get the pink slip. As a matter of fact, they're gonna start resigning. They're not even gonna get fired because I guarantee you before January 20th, a bunch of them are gonna start resigning. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, rhinos, exactly. So I don't know about that rest in peace. I don't know what you mean by that. We're gonna be fine. Because trust me, listen. And I'm gonna talk. Let me talk about Kamala Foreman. For a person that went to law school, I never went to law school. I never was a district attorney. I never was all these things. She can't articulate. She cannot articulate, and that's what blew me away. The more we got to know her, the more I realized that she just got ahead. She just got ahead in life by being a token black woman. That was it. Like, she got pushed along. Not on her. It was not on her merit. I'm gonna say I don't care if people get offended by it. I know people like that in life. There's people I know in life that got ahead for doing nothing. They just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Maybe maybe they banged their boss. I don't know. I'm gonna say like it is here. I don't care if it offends people. There's people that get ahead in life by banging their bosses. It happens in Hollywood. The casting couch, right? When they put Weinstein in prison, right? I can name several actresses that I know for a fact they got no talent and they wind up getting an Oscar. Why? Because they banged their way. They banged their way to the Oscar. I'm gonna say it like it is here. And by the way, J-Lo has no talent, but you know how she got ahead, right? She got ahead, and I'm using that metaphorically. She got ahead. There you go. So let's not fool ourselves. How some people make it to the top, And people know about her very well with the mayor of DC. Mayor of San Francisco, Willie Brown. Okay, so we already know that about that whole shit. So it's not, So I'm sorry, when you go to the law school and you can't articulate, yeah, there's something wrong there. There's something wrong there. Yeah, I think that's another thing. We should have term limits for that too. I think we should have term limits in Congress. That's one thing I wish could happen. Maybe instead of unlimited term limits, maybe 4 term limits, because it's usually 2-year term, right? Every 2 years. So maybe 4-year term limit, total of 8. Just like the president, right? I think there should be term limits. That way you don't have career, like Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer's been there forever. Well, now he lost that seat. He's not gonna be the majority leader no more. So, well, yeah, I agree with term limits. There should be term limits for Congress. Definitely. Yeah. I know we're talking politics here. Yeah. All right. So anyway, hello everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I am doing very well today. And yeah. James Farley, you're not gonna believe this, but my PLA 80 started working again. There you go. See, already working. Already good things are happening. Already great things are happening. We're gonna make radios great again. We're gonna make shortwave radio great again. We're going to bring back medium wave stations. Oh my God. There you go, James Farley. See, already good things are happening already. See? Oh, that was a softball right there. Oh my God. The PL880 is working. I mean, see, already, yeah. Bitcoin is up. It's up. I looked at my portfolio. I was like, oh my God, Bitcoin is up. And all the crypto follows that one. And then I heard on the radio, oh yeah, that was up 1,500 points. I'm like, there you go. See, already. Oh my God. Yeah. James Foley, and I think JD Vance will make a good president too. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not gonna go there yet. I thought about that. I thought about Mike Pence, and look what happened. I kind of said that about Mike Pence. I was hoping that he will be the successor, but look how that turned out. So yeah, I'm not gonna go there yet with that because to be honest, he was not my pick. He was not my pick for, but I mean, he turned out to be very especially when he did the interviews, like when he he throws it back at them. I like that about him. He threw it back at them. Unlike Mike Pence was too soft. So yeah, 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 it might, but we'll see. We'll see. My thing is, enjoy this victory, and then let's just make it. Next thing is the inauguration. Like I said, pray for the man's safety, and hopefully nothing happens before then. About that, want to see the inauguration, and I'm gonna say it was very. I'm gonna give her credit. She did consensus speech today. She did call him, congratulate, and she said in the speech that she's gonna work with them for the transition. It's gonna be orderly transition, and that's what you expect. So I give her credit for that. I say, and he even called Biden called him. So I said, you know what? This is good. This is what the country needed. We need unity. Of course, people on their side they don't care, but we do need that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the Shortwave Archive. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing very well. I hope you're doing well also. Yeah, there's still quite a few of them, Chris. Rhinos, but James Foley, St. Lucia. I got that one yesterday. St. Lucia and FTA. Let me see where. But I don't got to confirm. I have to check my country. No, let me check my logbook. I saw that one yesterday though. St. Lucia. Let me go to my logbook. That would be North America islands, right? St. Lucia. Let me see. I don't think I have it confirmed. Oh yeah, I got it confirmed. Yeah. It was on FTA. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, I got it confirmed yesterday. Yeah, as soon as so I was on the queue with St. Lucia. That one was I had to wait a while. Maybe like 10 minutes. And St. Lucia, and then confirmed it right away. St. Lucia, yeah. So I got that island. I got that one. And then there's another island I saw. St. Vincent came up last night. St. Vincent, right before. When I say last night, I mean early last night, before I did the stream for the election. But St. Vincent came and went. And then today I got 2 African countries, but they're not confirmed yet. I got Malawi and Nambia or how you pronounce that? Namibia, whatever. Namibia. Anyway, whatever. It's right here. Let me see. But they're not confirmed yet. Let me go to the. Let me see if they still. I can still see them here in the main. So I got Malawi, but it's not confirmed, and Namibia. I guess that's how you pronounce it. So I got it earlier today. I got that one on FT4, and Malawi's on FT8. And also the United States Air Force, United States Air Force 70, United States Air Force 76th anniversary is all over FT8. I've seen the few of them already. Is WD1, W1D, W1C. I think there's a few call signs. W1F. So if you get that one, the Air Force one, married the extra, you get a certificate. Your certificate. It's like the one I have on my QRZ. You get a certificate. You gotta wait like a couple of weeks. Then they're gonna send you a link, and then you get a certificate for the Air Force. I got one yesterday and one today on one on FT4 and one on FT8 on 10 meters. I got two of them. So when you see that one, I'll show you. Let me see if I have it right here. Let me see if it's on my main. Let me see if it's here. Yeah, see, I got it right here. Look. See? W1D, Chief Air Force Mars. That was earlier today. So if you see that one, or W1, there was a couple of them. W1D, I think earlier I saw W1C. If you see those, that's the Air Force. So that one, when you do the contact for that, they're gonna email you in about a week or so. It's on their website. Let me see. Let me go to the website. I'll show you. Because I did that last year. I got them last year for the 75th anniversary. So it's this one. Right? And then see they don't, but anyway, you're gonna get see, it's a special event. So it's only for a few days. And then what they did is they sent me an email. They sent me an email, and then you're gonna get a certificate. It's gonna look like probably like this. Oh, there's a sample. There you go. That's the one you're gonna get. So this is the one I'm gonna get for this year. All right. So if you see that one, I'm already there. Yeah, try to make contact with them. That way you get that certificate. Hello, Tasso, and good evening. So I made two contacts with them, with the Air Force. Those are nice. Those are, see, that's why I like these stuff I like on FT8. You get these certificates. They look nice. That one looks pretty cool, right? Let me show it again. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool, right? U.S. Air Force. This is Mars, Military Auxiliary Radio System. That's what it stands for. This is a sample, of course. That's why they put the word sample. And then this is the way it's going to look, the certificate. All right. And these are all the call signs that are going to be doing that for the next few days. So it started yesterday, because I got one yesterday. And then I got one today. And it's going to go all the way to the November 10th. Okay. And then the certificate is going to look like this. Well, you saw the certificate, but remember the one that I got last year was this one. Let me go down here. This is the one I got last year. Remember this one? So this is the one I got last year. Okay. And then they put a checkbox on the one that I made contact with. It was this one. See, this was last year. Okay. So now this is this year's. So this is going to be this year's. Yeah. So those are nice to collect, those little those certificates, you see it, you make contact with him, and they're gonna send you a link to collect a certificate. So what you do is you get I think it's a I didn't get to download the PDF, so I had the GIF, and I just used that one. But this time I'm not gonna make that mistake. So I'm gonna get the I know it's warm. It's warm today. I gotta put on the fan. Actually, I'm warm in here. Yeah. So I know it is kind of crazy, but it's not unusual. I remember my son's third birthday. I think it was my son's third birthday. It was, of course, my son's birthday is in December. And I remember that December day, because we had a birthday party in this house, and it went up to 70 degrees. It was 70 degrees. It was and it was like the second week of December. Second week of December. Now one day it went up to 70 degrees, and I had all my Christmas decorations out there already, and I had the big inflatable Santa and all that out there. My son, that was his third birthday. So yeah. So let me go back up here. Yeah, Shortwave archive. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Yeah, I know 81 million votes without no campaign rounds. Yeah, I know. I don't. T rating in 1922. The Democrats need to reassess themselves if they expect to. Well, they're gonna yeah, I have no problem calling out my own party either. I'll guarantee 4 years from now it's not gonna be him. So, because this is his only one term. That's it. He can't run for re-election. So remember, he already served the term. So he has 4 years for this, and that's it. And then we're gonna have a new president no matter what in 4 more years. 4 more years, we're gonna have another new president. So yeah, Shortwave archive. Honestly, we need fresh faces in Congress. Not people. Yeah, looking like that. Yeah, I know exactly. So that's why I said we need term limits. I think we need term limits. I don't know if he's gonna make that happen. I know Nikki Haley talked about it. I know when Nikki Haley was campaigning, she talked about uh, putting term limits. I don't know how that's going to go with, you know, what I mean. It's like in their best interest not to do it, but anyway, yeah. Make radio great again. Yeah. Will the pink hats be back in fashion? I don't know. Anyway, my concern was that I didn't like the way the direction was going. Of course, we already knew that from day one when this bumbling, senile idiot. He is one of the dumbest people that ever became president. Joe Biden. He's really dumb. And not only he's dumb, he's also diminished, which is equally troubling. So I'm glad he's gonna be gone. Yeah. So good evening, Tasso. Let me go down here. Shortwave archive. Yeah, we got our first snow today, and my weather radio has constant winter storm warning for Alex. Wow. Yeah, I know you're in Colorado, so you in Colorado. Yeah, over here we've been having mild weather. 79 degrees. Yeah, let me see. Right now, 77 here. I'm looking at my computer right here. It's at 77, mostly clear, so it's pretty mild today. It's gonna be mild for the next couple of days. You know, another week or so, I'm gonna start putting up the Christmas decoration. I'm gonna start early this year. Last year I started a little late after Thanksgiving. This time I'm gonna start early. I'm gonna put up the tree. Probably by next week I'm gonna put the tree up. Especially after last night. I was like, now I feel, and not that I would have been crying or sad, but I would have been bummed out for a bit. When I mean by bummed out, I would have been like, I still would have been like, well, life goes on, and it's true, life goes on, and that's what I want to tell these, the other side. You lost, okay, fine, but life goes on. Give the man a chance. When this guy won, I said it. I remember when I said 4 years ago, he is the president. I'm going to give him a chance. Maybe he might do a couple of good things. Of course, he didn't. So he really fucked everything up more. But I sat in my lawn chair. Yeah. Yeah, I know we haven't had much rain here lately. It's been very, very. We're starting to get. I know in New York City they kind of had like a drought alert already, or something like that. Me, I don't mind rain. I just don't care for 5 inches of rain and then 5 inches of rain the next day. I really don't, because I had issues with water coming in here. So I'm one of the few that I don't really care right now. So long as I don't get a ridiculous amount of rain all the time, I don't care right now. I know eventually we're gonna have to replenish the reservoirs and all. I get all that, but you would have asked me that back in March, I would have told you, yeah, I really don't care, because we were getting hit hard in March. I was running that sump pump 24/7 for days, sometimes. So, it was crazy. March was really bad. Last March. That's when, I had puddles here in the room. I think I did a live stream when I had the puddle here. I showed you. I had the pump off, but I'll show you the puddle. That's how bad it got. But and I'm not gonna complain because that's a small puddle. People, compared to what people get it like really bad, it was never like that. But still, it kind of made me. That's what forced me to put everything upstairs. It was that, because it damaged the floor. This is the subfloor. This concrete slab. This is the original floor, but on top of this, I had a wood floor here, but I had to rip it out because it got so rotted. That's why I moved everything upstairs, because I had to empty out this room. So, yeah. Yeah, record warmth. This time of year it is. Tasso, I was driving earlier and almost turned on the AC. Excuse me. Yeah, I just turned on the fan right now because it was kind of warm in here. I still got the AC in the window. I was supposed to take it out a couple of weeks ago. Like at least a couple of weeks ago already, and it's still there. I still have plants outside that I haven't brought in the house. Like house plants that I normally would bring by now inside for the rest of the winter, and then in the spring I put them back outside. I still have a few outside. Yeah, that is crazy. And our humidity is kind of, I think we were at 50% humidity. I saw something yesterday about that. Actually, my E100 is in the other room. It was like 50% humidity. I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. I'm waiting for SH data. Let me see. I can check. Let me close this tab. Hopefully my browser won't crash. I'm using Chrome today because I haven't done the I need to save logins on the other one. So now I'm treading water. I'm hoping that, because I think I'm going to clear out the history first. So let me see. So if I go down to E100, let me see if they have the accessory. See, right now, SH Data is not selling the cable yet. Yeah, they're not selling the cable yet. Yeah, they're not selling the cable yet. That's why I checked. So let me go to their website and see. Yeah, so they're not selling the cable yet. Now, let me go get the rate. Is it right here? Because it's right here. Oh, it's right here. No, there's a coin chain. It's right here. Okay, it's right here. So Tasso, when you turn on the radio, I changed mine. There's a hidden menu in there. I gotta make a video on that though, because you gotta put a password in there, and the password is not available. I had to find it through another video, but I put mine for FCC. It's a hidden menu that you could say if you want Indonesia or Europe or FCC. So I put mine for FCC. So that makes it compliant, so to speak. But that's not really the case, but it kind of does make it. But it's another thing that okay, I don't know why this guy keeps so when you turn it on, because I changed it on yours, if you hold this button down, this button, if I'm trying to remember though, maybe you can do it. When you get the FM band, FM radio, I'm trying to remember which function is that one for FM radio. Because what happened was when I switched it to FCC mode, FCC, it's in the hidden menu. It got rid of my shortcut for FM band. So I'm trying to figure out where how can I get the FM radio? If you want the weather band, you got to hit this button. See the zero? You see the zero? If you press and hold down zero, now you get the weather band. Wait till the light goes away. You see, it looks like a. Oh my god! You see? Can you see the weather band? There you go. See the weather band? You just saw it, right? With the cloud. So press and hold down 0. You get the pre-programmed weather band in there already. You don't have to manually input the weather band. It's already pre-programmed in there. I forgot about that, and I was trying to figure it out, and I saw a video on it. Actually, SH Data put a video on it. So you got to press the top orange. All right, so the weather band is 0. Press and hold down 0, and it's 10 weather channels. It's 10 of them. So you see it says WX1. The problem is it's freaking thinking. You see it? So you go to the weather channel. Look. Yeah, I know. I did the same thing. So now you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that now. You go here, press and hold down the 0 button, and then just go up and down to change the channel. So right now I'm on weather channel 1, weather channel 2. That's weather channel 2. 162,400. You see what I'm saying? So it goes up to 10. Let me see. Let me check. Let me see how many. Yeah, that's 10, but that's not a weather channel. It's 163,275. So it has 10 channels inside the NOAA, the pre-programmed NOAA frequencies. There's 10 channels. Okay? There's 10 of them. Yeah, I wanted to show you that yesterday. So just press and hold down the 0 button. That's it. So for the FM is this one, right? Let me check. Oh shoot, sorry, I turned it off. See, mine doesn't work no more. It does the alarm now, the top button. Let me see. I think. Oh, wait. Oh yeah. No, never mind. I pressed and hold it. Okay, I got the. Okay, thank you. That's what I forgot. So yeah, the FM is just press this button because I pressed it and hold it. There you go. That's the FM. Okay. All right. So for FM, you just press this top orange button to get the FM band. To get the weather band, you got to press and hold 0 button, and you get the pre-programmed weather band. Okay. So you don't need to go into frequency mode and type in and input the weather band in. You don't have to do that. It's already pre-programmed in here. So you can save those channel slots for when you use the software and you want to put something else. You know, like a repeater. If you want to listen to a repeater, or well, you can't listen to a repeater because you have to key up. No, you can't listen to a repeater because you need to key up to connect to the repeater, and you're not allowed to do that. So yeah, no, don't connect to a repeater until you get your license. But you can put another frequency, like you know, aeronautical frequencies or police frequencies. You know, police frequencies. You know, you can do that. So okay, so thank you to remind me that it was this one. I was confused. I was like, what happened to my FM band? But yeah, I kept pressing and holding it. All you had to do was press it. Okay. You see what I'm saying? You see? Yeah. Like on the Midland WR120B. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. See, so we both got it. So yeah, so you got the FM band and you got the NOAA weather band pre-programmed on button 0. You just press and hold it, and you get 10 channels of NOAA channels. It's 10 channels. So pretty good. So I'm telling you right here, $20. $20 is a good deal. See, right now I'm at 92.3 FM.
People here are now looking forward
and are hoping for the best during Trump's second term. Darius Matthews, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM on the Upper West Side.
Back to the U.S. House now, and Democrats won some key House races while others are still pending. The wins could help Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
All right. Hey, a very, very versatile radio, you know. Yeah. All right. So let me go back up here. Hey, hello, Curtis. I hope you're doing well. You guys are talking among yourselves there. Yeah, snow in Colorado, I know. And Curtis said 51 degrees in Wisconsin. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be like the normal temperature right now here. But today, you know, I think we were, like you said, 79. We almost at 80. And, you know, it's usually warm. Shortwave archive, yeah, not too much here. But in the mountains, getting them right now, yeah. Imagine, wow. Shortwave archive, when I get home, I'm going to put a record on the turntable and relax. Now, that sounds good. Yeah, I need to make a space where I can put my vinyl records. Right now, for example, my vinyl records, I got them in the other room on crates. They're inside. I got a whole bunch of crates, and they're underneath a table. But I want to set up a spot where I can put them. I saw this this rack thing. It's like, I guess it's made out of metal from AliExpress. I may have to buy a couple of them, and just at least I can put the ones that I want to listen to the most here, and at least I can rotate them. Because my turntable's right there. I have a turntable right there. Well, this is blocking the way. It's over there. That woman's hat is actually the woman's hat is sitting on top of the turntable. So I have well, that one, that's a Sony turntable, but I also have one that my brother found in the trash. Actually, three. I have three turntables that we found in the trash. One of them needs the belt. The other one needs the well, they all need the what they call the clamp. What's that thing? The head shell. What is it called? And then the cartridge, of course. But one of them or two of them need the. So I have two techniques, not the Mark whatever, not those. They're just different techniques. They're not that. One is actually a record changer, and then the other one is a Pioneer PL200. That's probably the better one out of the three. Is the Pioneer one. That one, I put the belt. I cleaned it up. It's pretty good. The only thing I need that one now is a cartridge. I just need to get a cartridge. And I would like to get a dust cover for it. All three of them don't have a dust cover. That's the problem. So they're right here on the shelf below down here. But I have the Sony one that my wife bought me. It was like 10 years ago for my birthday. It was 10 or 12. No, actually, it was about 12 years ago. It was a birthday present. Sony turntable. It has USB. It has USB also, but that one I got hooked up directly to the stereo. I'm using the RCA. I hooked up to that receiver up there. And it sounds pretty good. That one sounds pretty good already. And that one is Sony. Because I found a lot of records in the trash. As a matter of fact, most of my collection is given to me. Some of them were given to me. My brother gave me a whole bunch of them before I moved here. But a bunch of them I found in the trash. Down the block, there's a church down there. And there's right next to the church, there's like I I guess that's where the priest lives at. There's a house next to the church. They all live there. Like the nuns live there. The I know a nun. I see nuns in there. The priests for the church. There's a big church there. So I guess that's their housing. And I remember that for a few days they were throwing out boxes of records, all types of records. I got like Frank Sinatra records. I got like opera records. I had some, also like good, like Beatles. I found Beatle records in there. I found Christmas music in there. I have all types of records. I had like the mother load of records. I think I must have got about a couple of hundred records out of there in the trash. All types of records. Cuban music. There was some old Cuban music. I guess somebody down there, I don't know, he was Cuban. So I found music from Cuban music records. I would like to play one day, bring them up and clean them up and play on here. I don't want to do it on this channel, but yeah, I found some very old records. You could tell they're original from Cuba. You know? And I found, Connie Francis, Connie Francis. I found records like that. So, real, older music, but older classics. I know I found Connie Mathis. Connie Francis. Connie Mathis. I'm thinking about Johnny Mathis. I know Connie Francis. There was a few other ones that I found, like some from the 60s. I know I have Frank Sinatra. There was some Frank Sinatra and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Somebody just threw them out. They just threw them out. So I was like, so because you know me, I'm a dumpster. Because what happens when I see stuff like that, I don't want to see it go to the landfill. Even though right now I'm not using them, they're sitting there, taking up space. Like the TV, like this TV right here, right? 42-inch TV. It's in very good shape. It looks almost new. No scratches, no nothing. It's just missing the remote, which I can buy the remote for $10. I can get the remote for $10. And I have universal remotes that I need to program and maybe it'll work. But I tried a few of them. They don't work with a TV. I tried a few actually. Oh, Tesla, you seen I have a box of remotes. But this remote, I can get it on Amazon for like $10. 42-inch TV, it looks fine. It's just somebody threw it out because, this is an older, thicker one. And, you can buy a much bigger one now for cheap with a skinny, thinner screen. And 4K now. So this is not 4K, obviously. But, I can still, I was watching, when I was in the election thing, I was streaming on this. I got the Amazon Fire Stick with it. I put it on YouTube. And I was watching that here, the results. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a top orange button, yeah. Because I forgot, I kept holding I pressed it, but I kept holding it. And I was like, why am I getting? I said, oh, okay. So thank you for reminding me. Yeah, because I want to make a video going through all those functions. But I want to make a video on the software through OBS. But I'm waiting for one more thing. I'm waiting for it to come out on Chirp. If sooner than later. And by the way, this radio is based on the Baofeng K6. Not the Quanshang. A lot of people say Quanshang. No, it's not Quanshang. There's nothing Quanshang about this radio. I mean, other than if you look at go look up the Baofeng K6, it's the same radio. exactly the same with the speaker, everything. It's exactly the same radio. It's the Baofeng K6, the same radio. So this is Baofeng. Okay, it's the same radio. So the software, when you download it, is going to say BFK6, Baofeng K6. That's going to be the software for this one. But on Chirp, there is no Baofeng K6 profile or driver that you can use for, not yet. So maybe soon they'll come out with it'll be compatible with Chirp, which is better. Yeah, so now you don't have to manually input the NOAA bands. He's already in there, because I was trying to figure it out. And then it was actually it was SJ's Data. SJ's Data posted a video. So if you press and hold the 0 button, you get the NOAA bands. You know, a lot of radios, when you buy them, that's the way they are. Some of them even have a NOAA button. Some of them, they have a button that says NOAA. And you just press that button and you get the NOAA bands. I mean, the NOAA channels. But this one, it doesn't have a NOAA button. So it's the 0 button. It's a NOAA button. So. Yeah, that would be interesting, right? If the NOAA band had RDS. That would be kind of interesting. Like on the Midland WR 120B. Yeah, I have it right. It's over there. The box is right there. That's the same one. That's the one I had, the 120B. Yeah. Shortwave Archive, Universal Remote. Yeah, I have a few. I tried a few, but it doesn't work with this one because this TV, the Universal remotes that I have are older. Don't work for this TV, the one the Vizio. But that TV came out a few years after this one. So that one it falls in between. So this one, I seen the model, I seen the remote for this one. I looked it up already. It's on Amazon. I get it for like $10. It's like $9.98 or something. It's like $10. But I don't want to get it because I don't use this one that often. So I just, all the buttons. Because what's good about these TVs, they have the buttons on the side or whatever. So I just been using that. And then since I use the Fire Stick, I have a remote for the Fire Stick. So, I have the Fire Stick with it. So I don't really, I don't really need the remote. I just only to turn it on or to put the volume up and down. That's it. Or to change the input. And that's it. Everything else I do with the Fire Stick. The Fire Stick is back there. So when I want to go over different apps and all that, of course I'm using this with the Fire Stick. So yeah. All right, take care, Michael. T-Rain 1922. I hope you have a good evening too. Take care. Let me go on FT8. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting, right? The station call sign giving the local for. Yeah, right. Imagine that weather radio with the call sign, because they all have a call sign. So, for example, like imagine the local KWO 35. It would show right there KWO 35, and then maybe scroll some weather information. That would be kind of cool. You know, that would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of interesting to put the weather stuff on the screen. Some kind of scrolling information or something. Yeah. Shortwave archive. I have a German music record from the 60s that says, "Imagine no Berlin Wall." Wow, that's cool. It's called German Favorites by the Rhine leaders. Okay. I want to get some old 78s. I have a couple of them. Because the ones that I found a couple of old 78s. I think a couple of them were actually it was just a few of them. Some of them were a couple of them were Cuban music. You know, old Cuban music. You know, like you know, Cuban music like what they call it? It's not salsa. It's something else. It's like I forgot the term of it. It's a variation of salsa. I forgot the name of it. I can't remember the name of the time. It is kind of. It's actually the predecessor of salsa music because they're old. They're like from the 50s, I believe. 78 RPM, and I don't have a 78. That one doesn't do 78. The Sony. That one doesn't do 78. One of these turntables, I think these do 78. One of the other ones that, but that Sony doesn't do 78. And that's a new turntable. When I say new, I'm talking about the 2000 when it came out, 2004, 2000. When it came out, I think it was 2008. So that one is newer. That one doesn't play 78s. And flippable stylus. Okay. And Married the Extra is back. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Roomba, but I'm not sure. It's some kind of variation. It could be that. It could be Roomba. There's another word. It is a variation between Roomba and something else. And it's unique to Cuban music at that time. It is the predecessor of salsa. Because I think that was around the time that Celia Cruz. Remember, Celia Cruz was the queen of salsa. She is the queen of salsa. But everybody thinks that she's Puerto Rican. She's not Puerto Rican. She's Cuban. Celia Cruz is from Cuba. She was born in Cuba, but she left Cuba and became the queen of salsa. You know, but she's not Puerto Rican. She's actually buried here. Well, not here, and she's buried in the Bronx in Woodlawn Cemetery. That's her burial. The head, where she's buried at, right there, Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx. Celia Cruz. Azúcar. Azúcar. So, of course, she's famous for Guantanamera. Guantanamera. So, in Cuba. Guantanamera. So, yeah. I think it could be Guajira. Yeah, that sounds more like Guajira, rumba. Probably, I think it's rumba. I don't know. Probably is rumba. Oh, I was saying Married to the Extra. Anyway, let me read this first. I'll read, yeah. Already and Danny, I think you asked on the live stream. I was not on that. What is there on no frequencies here in the UK? Okay, so here is just regular workplace comms or taxi dispatch. So it's like MERS. So it's like MERS, like for commercial. Oh, okay. Because over here, MERS is 151 to 154 megahertz. It is open. You don't need a license, and that's for commercial though, like for taxis or like you said, workplace comms. Like Walmart over here, Walmart uses those frequencies. Those big box stores, when you see them walking around with the radio, is they're on MERS frequency. And this one does MERS. It does MERS. It has MERS in it. It has MERS in it. And this one also has the 200. Yeah. 151 to 154 here is for pagers. Do they still use it? Yeah, they still use pagers here. I don't know that they're on that frequency because that falls under the MERS, probably on other frequencies. But that's pagers. People still use pagers. What I was gonna say, I'm losing my train of thought. It'll come back to me. Oh yeah, 200 to 220. That's what is it? 1.5 meter band. And this one has that. So it's the 1.5 meter band. So it's between the 2 meter band and the 70 centimeter band. So it's 200 to 200 megahertz, 200 to 220 megahertz. This one has that band. But I don't know. I don't know if we have. I never looked into that. If they have repeaters for that, I think I don't know. That's a European thing. The 1.5 meter band. But over here, so that will be useless because okay, so that falls in your case DAB. Okay, so it's DAB. Okay, and oh yeah, I forgot. This is what I forgot to from Marity DX. Let me go back here. Let me show you real quick. So this is the one I got last year, Marity DX. So if you see these call signs, anyway, let me take you to the let me show you because they're gonna be on for the next few days. Is it's right here. It's still down here. See right here. If you see any of these like W1D or W1F whatever, they're gonna be on from these days. And what you're gonna get is a certificate, and it's gonna look like this one for this year. So if you see any of these call signs on FT8, and FT8, I don't know if it's FT4, no, only on FT. I think FT8 only or some other. They're all going to be on, but FT8. What happens is when you make contact with them, they're going to send you an email, and you're going to get the certificate. This is this year's. Okay. So yeah, so that's this one. So I already made contact with them today. You see. If you see that call sign, make contact with it. And when you get a certificate, because when you make contact with them, I think it's about a week from now. It's after the event. Yeah, I know. I got two. I got Malawi also. I got 2 African countries, but they're not confirmed yet. Yeah, Namibia or Namibia, or whatever. I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah, I got it earlier today. But yeah, yes. So if you see W1D, W1C, because I saw a couple of them today. I made contact with one yesterday. W1C. Today was W1D. So if you see any of them, you make contact with them. It's gonna take about a couple of weeks. They're gonna send you. Because they get your email. They're gonna send you a link to your. It's gonna have your certificate with your call sign in it. You see, like this one. So last year was this one. Hold on. So this was last year's. See, this was last year's, and this is the one they're gonna check that one. That's the one I made contact with last year. So you're gonna get something like this, but not this one. You're gonna get the one that I showed you, the sample one, and you're gonna have your call sign, and you can print this out, whatever. So after the event, in a few more days, then about a week or so, I think it's about a week, they're gonna send you a link. I think you have to go to the website, and then I forgot how. Anyway, I'm gonna do it too, so I'll show you. I think after a week, you can go to the website. They have a URL. You click on that, and you apply for it, and then they'll send you they're gonna send you the link to get your certificate. It's gonna come in a PDF and in a GIF. I think both, if I remember. The PDF I downloaded, but I don't know what happened to it. But I still had the GIF, so lucky for me, I still saved the GIF. So you can print it out, whatever. It's a certificate, so there's no QSL. It's the certificate is your QSL. So those special event stuff, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I saw, oh yeah, Mary, I saw Papua New Guinea. I saw New Guinea earlier. Papua New Guinea. I saw it at 10 meters. FT8. As soon as I saw it, I clicked on it and it disappeared. Papua New Guinea. I was like, wow. All these exotic countries, man. I'm like, yeah, what? I didn't even check. I didn't even check PSK reporter. Let me see. I have not been checking with that. Let me see. FTA. Let me go back. Let me see. Oh, who's this? Mauritius? Yeah, Mauritius. Yeah. No, but I saw it on Grid Tracker. I just saw it right there. I saw it here on the. I saw it here. Popped up, Papua New Guinea, and then I clicked on it. I clicked on it, right? Right now, there's a whole bunch of Japanese. Whole bunch of Japanese there, and Asiatic Russia. Right, the Asiatic Russia. South Korea. China. Oh, China. There you go, China. I just saw China. Hey, China, let's get China. China at 10 meters. Right now, I'm trying to make contact with China. Yeah, so I saw Papua New Guinea. I was like, man, I want that. All those specific places. I was like, man. And I got a fascination with New Guinea because I remember seeing this documentary. It was back in the 80s. I saw this documentary. I went to the video store, right? You ever heard of Faces of Death? I don't know. I'm gonna ask you guys questions about that. Anyway, in the meanwhile, you never heard of Faces of Death? A documentary about death? Oh my God. So back in the 80s, a friend of mine introduced me to those documentaries called Faces of Death. They have part 1 and part 2. It's on YouTube. You can look it up. Just put Faces of Death. It's about death. And they show actual, people dying. So then they made a part 3, but it's not really a part 3. It's called Death Faces. This is back in the 80s, VHS. You go to the video store, you will rent it out. So it's a documentary. And at the end, and the narrator, you could tell he's like, I think he's like some kind of mortician or something. I think this is for mortuary science. People that study that, mortuary science. There you go, I got China. Yeah, I got China. China, there you go. 2 Chinese. There you go, China. China on 10 meters. I'm going to wait again too. Otherwise, I'm going to Roger. Come on. All right. You know what, Roger. There you go. Okay, China. Thank you. Yeah, China. I mean, I made China before on the amount, but that's HF. That is my first HF contact from China. Yeah, so Death Faces, the documentary, right? So it's about this guy. He goes into the jungle in Papua New Guinea. And, so they're cannibals. Oh my God. It's like cannibals. So there's this scene, they show this one scene that I guess it was a neighboring tribe walked in there. Because, there's a part of, they're in the jungle. And if you go there, they'll eat you. They're cannibals. So there was this one guy, I guess he wandered into there. They threw spears at this guy. They were like, the guy had a whole bunch of spears. I was like, oh my God. It's crazy. And I was like a teenager watching that stuff. I'm like, oh my God, this is real horror stuff. Yeah, Faces of Death 1 and 2, I seen those too. And they show like, people falling off a building, people get, mutilation. This is way before the internet, of course. Because on the internet, you can go to some website and see all that stuff now. So, yeah, Faces of Death. So there was a third one, but it's not really Faces of Death 3. It's called Death Faces. I guess they were trying to capitalize on the whole Faces of Death. Because, like people knew about those movies. Every time we would go to rent them, they were gone. No, it's not here. Somebody else took it. I'm like, damn, we got to come back next week. Okay, finally we got the movie, Face of Death. So we took it home. We started to put it the VCR. You know, VCR. It was a VHS. Oh my God! Look at it. They're on YouTube now. You can look it up on YouTube. Face of Death. So when I see Papua New Guinea, it reminds me of the cannibals. It's a tribe that's there. They're cannibals. Oh my God! So I'm like, you know, and they eat maggots and all that. Oh my God! Like there was this one. I remember that the documentary that about the cannibals in Papua New Guinea, and they're like, they eat, they're like scraping the bark off the tree, and they're digging for maggots. They're digging for maggots, and they just eat the maggots. I'm like, oh, they're eating maggots. Oh my God! I was like, oh my God, crazy. Yeah. So Mary did say, yeah, I will have to look out for them. Yeah, you got an on 10 meters, nice. Let me go back up here. I'm sorry, Curtis. When I was young, I used to work for Goodwill, and it was a treasure hunt. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine working there. I can only imagine working there. Wow, that'd be so cool. I working there. That would be. Mary did say, from Google, OQ Music, Rumba, Song, Canción Cubana, Danzón, I think Guajira. Guajira is another one that I hear a lot. Old music. Because when I listen to Radio Havana, Cuba, and all that, they play that stuff too. Guajira. Because guajiro is an instrument. Guajiro is like it's a dried up. I can't. How can I describe it? In Puerto Rico, they have that too. Guajiro. I forgot what. It's like a gourd. You know what's a gourd? Like a pumpkin, but it's not a pumpkin like a regular, Halloween pumpkin. They're like a long type, like a cucumber type gourd. But when it dries up, I guess the guajiro, when it dries up, it turns into like wood, almost like a wood. It's like wood, and they cut grooves on it, and then they just scrape it. They go, you know. So when you hear that scratchy sound, that it's from that instrument. They call that a guajiro. All right, let me look at it. Let me see. Let me check. Guajiro. I spelled it wrong. Guajiro. Or Guajira. Instrument. Let me see. And it was Guajira music. Yeah, so the music is called Guajira, but it's an instrument. They call it that too. There is an instrument that's called that, the Guajiro. You know? Yeah. So Meredith, I still have to send you a QSL card for that FTA contract that we did, although I am waiting in case I manage one when I make it home. Yeah, but you have EQSL, no? You can do to EQSL.cc. Just if you have EQSL, just do that one. I thought I'd send you mine, but I'm gonna have to send you mine and see. Well, you didn't make your I know what it was. You haven't made yours yet. EQSL, if you make one there. That's what I did with mine. I made it there. But you have to make it in there. See the one that I have here? This is not EQSL one. Let me show you. For example, this one. You see this one? This one is not. I didn't make this one in EQSL. My wife made this one. So this one I can print this one out and but the one in EQSL is slightly different. The letters are different here, and it's the one EQSL makes. If you make one EQSL, I could just do that. We could just exchange that one. But if you're gonna mail one, then I gotta because I'm trying to get for this one I need to get the stock paper. It's like the thick paper, I guess you call it, to make that. Yeah. I have seen the two only on PSK report. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me check something because I forgot about China. Let me see something about China. Let me see logbook. Oh, let me refresh. Two new alerts. Okay. Okay, China. Okay. You know what? Let me send them a confirmation. Where's that? So he confirms on QRZ. Okay, so I want a confirmation for China for 10 meters. Yeah, 10 meters. So let me go back for a second. Let me click on his account. So there's the one from China that I just made contact with. So they haven't updated yet. So I guess I'll show up here soon. There you go. There's three of them now. Three from China, Asiatic Russia, three from China, and a whole bunch of Japanese. Oh, you made a QSL and EQSL? Okay, the one that I will send by post will be different. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me go back up here. I'm going back and forth. I'm reading. Shortwave archive. The cloud was draining my phone. Oh, the cold. Okay, the cold was draining my full battery, so I had to step away. But I'm back now. Okay. And Curtis says yes. Yeah, Faces of Death. Uzbekistan at this time? Oh, I gotta click on that one. Uzbekistan. Ah, just like that. This is, oh, it's right there. Okay. Sorry. Why is that allowing me to click it though? Okay, I'm gonna have to type it in. DX call. Let me just type this in. UJ1ZL. Generate standard message. There you go. All right. Uzbekistan, baby. Gotta get Uzbekistan. I got Kazakhstan. I know I got Kazakhstan a few weeks ago. I want Uzbekistan. Hamradio said the only thing that rings with me of Papua New Guinea is a song by the future sound of London back in the early 90s. Great song too. I have to look that up there. Yeah. So Papua New Guinea. I saw it earlier today at Papua New Guinea. I was like, wow. That is a Oceania country. So I was like, man. Yeah, Curtis, Faces of Death. Yeah, Faces of Death. So they had two. They have part one and part two. They're on YouTube. I seen them on YouTube. I actually Google. It was a few months ago. I think like 6 months ago. So I forgot when. I was like, man, I want to see Faces of Death again. I searched it on YouTube and I found them. I found yeah, I found both of them. Somebody posted them on YouTube. Faces of Death. So I don't know if they're still up, but I saw them on YouTube. I believe it was. I know. Was it on YouTube? No, it was not on YouTube. Oh, now I'm thinking it's not on YouTube. I'm thinking, oh, I know. I think what I did. I mean, you could check. It might be on YouTube. Actually, I did it through one of my movie apps. I think I used CTV. See, I named the app. Sorry, I don't want to get booted. It's an app called T, like in coffee or tea, TV. And in there, you look for those movies, and sometimes they have the link to the stream movie somewhere. And yes, I think I saw them through that app. Never mind. I don't think it was YouTube. Oops. And yeah, Face of Death. I saw it. I was like, wow, bring me back memories. Of course, they looked at all. You could tell it was VCR quality. The movie, you could tell it was not. But remember, when I saw these movies, they were on VHS. Not even DVD. They were on VHS. So you had to see it through VCR. So, yeah. Faces of Death. I think they're documentaries though. It's about death, about the way people certain things about. But I think it was. I think they're for mortuary science or something. Anyway, the guy he sounds very ghoulish or whatever. You could tell he's been around death. I don't mean to make fun of it, but so they have like all types of. It's crazy. I remember seeing that as a teenager. So we used to go to the video place to rent them, and every time they would be out, no, I'm not here today. Somebody took it, and finally we got the movie. And say, okay, it's available. Okay, give me. So we put the movie in and we watching it. Oh my god! See, now it's all over the internet. Now you can go to a website like let me see what website I can name. Yeah, I don't want to name this website because it also has yeah, I can't name this website. Not here. Unfortunately, because it has you know, grown-up content on it too. But there was another website that used to have all that gory stuff, but they shut that one down. It was like, I think it was called Orgish or Ogrish, like Ogreish. I think it was Ogreish or something. I remember that website. Oh my god! And you go there and you see dismemberment and all that. Oh my god! You see like yeah, you see that dismemberment. Uh, you know, you see like that film would have been banned straight away in the UK. Okay, yeah. Dismemberment and what else? The website I was talking about, it had like the Iraqi war stuff. It was crazy. It was nuts. Beheadings. Oh my God, this thing had. Oh my God. Oh, you know. Yeah, but that website got shut down. They got shut down years ago because when I used to do this is the file sharing days. Remember Kazaa? Remember LimeWire and all that? So you would do file sharing, right? Remember the file sharing? So a friend of mine, we would hang out at my house and have a few beers, and we went to school together in college. He's a neighbor nearby. He lives nearby, a couple of blocks away from where I lived at. So we would go to LimeWire. We would put like all that stuff, videos, like clips, gory stuff, and we watch that stuff. Oh my God, like nasty stuff, like beheadings and all that crazy stuff. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so Uzbekistan is gone. Okay, never mind. They gone. You see how they all queuing up? Look, Mary the X, here you go. I'll give you an example about queuing. You see all these Japanese? They're all calling out the same call sign. So they're all calling out the same call sign. So they're all waiting. They're all just waiting for that's the one from St. Lucia. And then this one I think is TG. I think that's Costa Rica. Costa Rica, St. Lucia. Yeah. And then this one I think is the Chatham Island. So when you see them all queued up like that, yeah, they're all on queue. They all just trying to make contact with that country. So right now they're all trying to get St. Lucia. That's the one I got yesterday. I got a. Was it yesterday? Early yesterday? Yeah, early yesterday I got that one. St. Lucia. Oh, St. Lucia. Lucia. That's what we said in Spanish. Santa Lucia. Let me see. Let me check my logbook. Let me go to the next page. Oh, I hate when it loads forever. I hate when it loads forever. I hate when that happens. Okay, I'm gonna close it. I had to close it because I think it's gonna kill my stream. Wow. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like this. And let's see. Yeah, let me close this thing. I'm telling you, this Chrome. I'm gonna minimize it. Let me move it over here. No, I don't want to do that. I want to move it a little bit right there. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Mary, there was a There was a Video Nasties campaign in the UK back in the early 80s. A lot of films got banned, including the original Texas Chainsaw. Yeah, I know that one was pretty bad. I remember that too. I seen that one, Texas Chainsaw, the original one. That one was gory. Oh my god, that was gory. Oh my god, I remember that one. Shortwave archive on an earlier topic. If old TV's flat screen or CRT make great use of monitor, yeah, that's what I'm using this one. This is a LCD. The one this one. There's a Vizio. See, it's an old Vizio. This is a 37-inch. So this is my second screen. So this is a 29-inch ultra wide, and then my second monitor is this 37-inch. And I bought that 37-inch 2008. This one 2008. So I had this for a long time now, but I still use it as it works well. VGA. This one is HDMI. It's the same one video card, but my video card has three outputs. It has a DVI output, it has an HDMI output, and a VGA output. So this one, the ultra wide, the one with FT8 right now and all that one is HDMI into the computer. This one is using VGA, the Vizio VGA. So and I have a DVI one if I want to put a third screen. Which I don't want. I don't have to do. But if I wanted to, or DVI to HDMI connector, I have an adapter for a DVI to VGA or DVI to HDMI. I have a cable. I actually have a cable that's DVI to HDMI. I have that too. I can use that if I wanted to use that to put a third screen. I'm thinking about it maybe, but I don't want to do it here. I want to rearrange it. I'm thinking about putting a third screen, and I'm thinking about that third screen just to be like maybe have PSK Reporter open. Just have PSK Reporter open, or get one of those what they call that, like the map of the world with the kind of like PSK Reporter, but not that, something else. I forgot what it's like a Geocron type thing. I forgot the name of the free one. It's like what is it called? Ham clock or something. I don't know. There's a free one that you could get it, and because not only it's a map of the world, but it also shows you the gray line, and I think it could also show you the or something. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll do that on a third screen. I'm thinking about it. Or get a second video card and put it in there. And I'll put that on a screen. But I want to have it wall mounted. Like maybe in the background, I can have that map. Like a PSK Reporter type map. But not PSK Reporter, something else. I like Geocron. But I can't afford Geocron. It's expensive. Because Geocron is a dongle. You plug it into your TV, into a screen, and it has all that stuff. It tells you where the earthquake is happening right here. It shows all the propagation stuff. It's pretty cool. On TikTok, Glamham, she does live streams on TikTok. She has that in her background. She has like a 55-inch screen or something. I forgot how big the screen is. And she has Geocron. And because I was on the live stream the other day, I was just chatting in the live stream, and I forgot what the earthquake was at. Wasn't it? There was an earthquake in some island in the Pacific. I forgot which island. As we were doing last, she said, "Oh, there's an earthquake right there." It tells you if there's a like an earthquake. It actually on the map it shows it. Even if it's a small earthquake, it tells you it's real time. I forgot what island it was that she mentioned. It was some island in the Pacific. I can't remember which one. I have to look at the map. Anyway, but it was pretty cool because that one shows all that. But that one is expensive. Geocron is very expensive. And I think you have to subscribe. It's not only a dongle, but I think you have to subscribe to the service. Because depending on what type of subscription you have, they have the real basic one, and then they have the one that, you know, that it has the propagation, like when in her case, the earthquake. It actually monitors volcanic activity around the world and earthquake. And I think even tsunami. And if there's like maybe there's a hurricane, it actually shows it. Like it highlights a spot or something. It's that is a nice. I like the way she has it. It's a big, it's on a big screen, and you know, it looks pretty cool. Like that's a shack. That's a shack. That's what every shack wants. Yeah. So on an earlier topic, flat screen CRT make reuse of money as long as you're using it for big. Yeah, but that's what I use this one. This 37-inch. This is how I can read the chat easily. Even if I didn't have the glasses on, I can still read it. You know, I can still read it. But I have to squint a little bit now because it's a little blurry. But that's why I have my reading glasses. But on this screen, if I were to put that here, it's too small. I would have to be literally like this. I can still read it from, but this is a lot bigger. So I can read the chat comfortable. You know? So yeah, so they make great use of it. I was thinking about using this one. I was gonna swap this one out here. But I like this one because this one is sharper than that one. Because I tried it out. I tried watching like this one, you know, it's still pretty good. The visual is much sharper. This screen, I maybe I gotta mess with the settings, but I was like, you know, and plus this one is heavier. So if I put that one here on the mount, it's heavier. So I don't know. I was like, you know what, I'm happy with this one here. So yeah. Shortwave Archive, does cousin Brucey still do Saturday nights on WABC? Yeah, they still on Saturday. They still do all that Saturday. Yeah. AKA the last East Coast station with the call sign. One of the big three. Yeah, WABC. Well, CBS now is on WCBS on the radio now. It's only FM. So the big call signs are. Yeah, there was a time many years ago where we had WNBC and radio call sign. That used to be 660. And then that became FAN, WFAN. Because originally WFAN was on 1050 AM. And then WNBC was on 660 with IMIS. IMIS in the morning, IMIS. And then I forgot what year. It was in the 90s where 1050, I guess ESPN took over that, 1050. And WFAN moved over to 660. And then they renamed. So WNBC was history. It became WFAN on 660. And then 1050 became WEPN. So WNBC is gone. And of course, recently, what happened back in August, we lost WCBS 880. Remember, so we lost that call sign. There is a WCBS on FM still, but that plays they play like rock music and stuff like that. WCBS FM or contemporary. I forgot what they play. I don't listen to it, but WCBS FM is still on FM. That's it. There's no more WCBS AM. That's it. It's gone. And that got replaced by WQ, WHSQ, or something like that. Okay. Anyway, that one now is sports. ESPN Sports. Another ESPN station. You already have one on 1050. But 1050, I guess that one became the national one. 1050. And then 880 is local. That's also, by the way, the voice of the Mets. So on Alexa, if I say play the voice of the Mets, it automatically plays 880. No. Yeah, so the only remaining call letter is WABC on AM. That's it. All the other ones are history. Out of the big three. Yeah. Remember, I did make a QSL on EQSL. The one I will send by post will be different to the last one. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that film would have been banned straight away in the UK. Yeah. Shortwave Archon, and now there is no top of the news from NBC on AM station, only ABC, CBS. Yeah. NBC News you're talking about on AM stations? Yeah. Mary DX says some films did get unbanned later in the early 2000s, including Chainsaw Massacre, but some remain banned. Okay. Shortwave Archive, yeah, 66 WNBC until I think 1986 or something. No, it was later on, in the 90s. 1986, I believe, was when the. All right, take care, Shortwave Archive. 1986, I believe, was WFAN when it first launched, if I remember. But the original WFAN was not on 660. It was on 1050. It was on 1050. It was on 1050 AM. And then sometime in the 90s, the early 90s, I believe, or the mid 90s, WNBC 660 was, music and all that, and talk show, whatever talk. And it's known, the most famous program on WNBC was Imus in the Morning. He's been there for many, many years. But I forgot what year in the 90s, ESPN bought 1050. And then WFAN that was on 1050 moved to 660. So, and WNBC on 660 was gone. They kept Imus. They kept Imus on WFAN. 660. So it became Imus in the morning on WFAN 660. And that was like that for a few years until he finally retired a few years back before he passed away. So the last of the call letters now is WABC. Of the major network call letters. So WCBS is only on FM now. So there's no more WCBS AM. There's no more WNBC AM. That's it. They're all gone. Now the oldest station on the dial here in New York area is WOR. They're on 710. They've been around since 1920. I want to say 1925. They're one of the oldest stations in the country. WOR 710, and that's talk news, but it said news radio, but it's talk radio. WOR 710. That is the oldest station here in the New York area. The oldest station on the East Coast, I think the oldest station, the oldest station in the country, I believe, is KDKA in Pittsburgh, out of Pittsburgh, 1020 AM. That is probably I think that's the oldest station in this country. I think they started in 1921, if I remember the exact date. When I say like that, I mean I wasn't around in 1921. I'm just saying. I think I read it a few weeks ago. I think it was 1921 when they started. I remember we're talking about WCBS 880. WCBS 880 started in 1967. So they don't go way back. People think when WCBS went now 1010 wins been around for a long time too. That is the oldest news station. I know 1010 wins been around for a long time, but WCBS was on AM. It was 1967, the year after I was born, because I was born in '66. So, yeah. Take care, Shortwave Archive, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so there is no top of the news hour from NBC on AM station, only ABC, CBS, and Fox. Yeah. And Indonesia, I made contact with Indonesia too. Indonesia, by the way, comes in now on 10 meters HF. I made contact with this one yesterday. This is the one I made contact with. So 7:19 p.m. And this is 10 meters. This is so another maybe half an hour. Oh, I got Taiwan. There you go, Taiwan. I said I made contact with Taiwan. That was a mistake. It was Thailand. I told you. I said it was Thailand that I made contact with. I got that one confirmed. It was Thailand. Taiwan is right here now. This is Taiwan. And South Korea is right there. But Taiwan, I haven't made. I'm trying to make contact with them now. So I'm going to be on the queue for Taiwan. I'm trying to get Taiwan right now. I have no HF contact with Taiwan. This will be my first one. So let's see what happens with Taiwan. So Taiwan. Call sign is Bravo Victor 1 Echo Kilo. Taiwan. So right now he's making contact with the guy from Belize. Victor 3-1 Delta Lima. So Taiwan. South Korea too. The other day I made contact with South Korea from. I'm telling you, it's a big difference, Married Extra, when it comes to this radio. compared to the Zygo, it is a difference. Because when I had the Zygo, maybe it's also conditions, I don't know. But when I had the Zygo, I didn't get all these stations. I didn't go that far out uh, west. I mean, as a receiving, seeing them. Japan, I got, and not many. I didn't get, I got a few Japanese, but not, not like a lot. And so it makes a difference. Your transceiver, your radio does make a difference too. But I know you're using a modest antenna too. That too. But I had this Zygo with the same antenna, and when I look at this, it's definitely, I could say that that's definitely the Yaesu that can pick up all of that, and it does make a difference. You know, I mean, and we love our Zygo. I love my Zygo, but it's not a Yaesu. It's definitely not a Yaesu or an Icon. You know, like that was a nice contact that you did. The guy from Italy. I was watching. I like that. I like that video. It was pretty cool. You made a single sideband. It sounded good too. It sounded good. The audio was good. Had good audio on it. It sounded good. And it was at 20 watts, right? 20 watts. Talking to the guy from Italy. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna make video. I should make a couple of videos of that. Just do voice on it. Yeah, that I did that too. I actually I had computer speakers. I had a pair of computer speakers. I hooked that up to the G90. It's really good. It sounds good. It was that's what I have upstairs. I have it with a pair of black computer speakers. Actually, no, I take that back. The speakers I'm using them on the computer. When I had it down here, I had it like that. I had it hooked up to a pair of black computer speakers, and it sounded really good. It sounds pretty good. I actually have an old sound bar. It's in the garage that I found in the trash. If I bring that Zygo down here, I may hook that one up to the sound bar. It's a sound bar. And hook that one to the sound bar. Use that. The sound bar is pretty good. And you hook up radio to the sound bar. So yeah. So my radio DX, yeah, thank you. I now use an external speaker to get better sound from the G90. Yes, 20 watts. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. It sounded good. Very good audio. I like the little waterfall. It has a nice little waterfall, you know. It's a pretty good radio. It's still a great radio. Um, there's also another amp they sell. AliExpress sells an amp. I think it's on Temu also. There's another amp that's like $300. It's not as expensive as the it's a of course linear one. Um, somebody made a review on it recently, and they like the he's not the one that Zygo makes. I keep saying Zygo. You say Shigu, Shigu. I say Zygo. Anyway, but Zygo makes. I think it's the XPA. What model number is the XPA something? Anyway, the one that I'm talking, because that XPA one is like $600. Okay, 125B. Okay, that's the one. I think that one is about, I'm gonna say about $500, $600, right? The other one is not from them. It's another company that makes it. It's on Temu. That one is $399. $399 or something. It's 100 watts. And that one you can plug in the G90 all the. In my case, I got the FT818. You can use that one too. FT818, the Yaesu. So I can hook up that Yaesu to that 100-watt amp. It's $300. It's like $399, I think, from Temu. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on that one. I'm thinking about getting that one. Pull the trigger on it. Make that G90 100 watts. Cause I seen a video, the guy actually reviewed it. It's pretty good. He was happy with it. He like, it's pretty good. 100 watts. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. What is the price of the XPA? Let me see. Zygo XPA 125B. Yeah, it's 5. AliExpress has it for 560. Amazon has it for 549. Okay, so that's the okay, so that's the, you see. And then the one that I'm talking about is the Temu one. But I forgot the name of that one. I'm just gonna put Temu 100 watt amp. Let me see which is that. If it's that one. I'm trying to remember that. Now I can't find. Now I can't find it. Maybe about linear. I think it's linear. Let me see. I can't remember what it was. No. Let me see. Oh no, it's 150 watts. There you go. It's this one. AliExpress has it. It's right here. Okay, let me close this. So it's 278. So that's the one. It's actually, I said it was 100. It's 150 watt, 150 watts. I'm tempted, man. I'm tempted to like click. Let me see, man. Let me see. I know a couple of donations, bro. I get the next pay on the November 21st from this YouTube. I may pull the trigger on that one. 150 watt. 150 whiskeys, baby. Put that one on the Yaesu FT818 or the G90. Although that one doesn't say, it doesn't say that it does that one, but that's the one. The RS, it's called the RS 928. Let me see if there's another one. Yes, it's 150 watt. 150 watts. 150 watts, bro. I'm on queue with this Taiwan guy, and it's taking too long. Wow. But I really want this Taiwanese. Let me see how many people. Let me see if anybody here is calling that one other than. Well, this time I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let it wait. Yeah, so the XPA is 500 something dollars. It is 100 watt. This one is 150 watts for under $300. And I was skeptical about it because AliExpress. But then I saw a couple of videos on it, and somebody really liked it. They liked it. I'm thinking, man, you know what? I think I'm gonna write to AliExpress because they already they say because they asked me to join their. I think they asked me to join their. They have an influencer program, and I was thinking about it. So maybe I can. Let me see if I can swing it. Maybe I can get that for nothing. Yeah, I said, yeah, I'll join the influencer program. First thing you're gonna send me is the amp. Can I try out the amp? I'll review it. I'll hook it up to my FT8. I'll hook it up to my FT818. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna hook it up with my FT8, my FT818 ND, because I saw not this one, but because they have several of them, different prices, and one of them says you can hook it up with that radio with the FT818D ND. Excuse me, Yaesu FT818, and also the G90. 150 whiskeys, man. Man, oh man. I saw a video on it. Somebody tested it, you know, and they say it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's pretty good. They actually liked it. 150 watts. Wow. I'll do SSB voice. I'll do voice. 150 watts. Kilo Dota 2 Zulu Echo. Going through the pileups. It's not a kilowatt, but it's 150 watts. Breaking through that pileup, baby. I'm gonna look into. I saw the email a couple of weeks ago. I forgot about letting it sit there. I'm like, man, I should I AliExpress? Because I'm in the affiliate program. I'm an affiliate of AliExpress, but I haven't been posting on it because I also use Amazon. I post Amazon links more because Amazon is here. AliExpress is in China. I don't know if you know. So yeah, I think because they've been seeing the SH data videos, you know, they're reaching out to me now. Yeah, I gotta sit down and I gotta write back to them because that amp looks delicious. It looks delicious. There's a radio in there that I want to try out too. You ever heard of the Zastone? It's like an SDR transceiver. I think it's 50 watts. It's Zastone. 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 It has a big display too. The Zastone. Let me look it up. But I forgot what. Let me check it out. Let me see. Go to AliExpress. Zastone. Let me see which one it is. Because they make handhelds. Oh yeah, they make a bunch of radios. But it's this one? It's $1,000. Oh, it's this one. Oh, there you go. This one. See the Zastone? Yeah, I gotta write to them. That's it. Look at that, Zastone. Yeah, I gotta write to them. I have to write to them. That's a. Oh, you seen the Zastone, right? $1,000. Yeah, I gotta write to them. Jesus Christ. How many watts is the Zastone? Let me see something. The Zastone is 100 watts. So it's VHF, UHF is, let me see, LF, HF, 6 meter, VHF, UHF transceiver. Oh, okay. Let me see all the frequencies. Built-in CW decoder. Wow. Broadband FM stereo. Uh, so I can do 0 to 60 transmit and then 2 meters transmit. Not UHF transmit, only 2 meters. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mary DX, so yeah. Now you say about the icon of the Yates. I really do want one of those. Yeah, I did. For me, I definitely, I see it. I mean, look at it right here. The G90, right now, the G90, I want to get all this. Right now, it's 7:40 in the evening on 10 meters. I wouldn't. That receiver is not that sensitive. I want to have all this on my core roster right now. At this time, almost 8 o'clock here. Almost 8 o'clock at night here. And look at all the Japanese. I'm still Asiatic, Russia, and you saw a couple of Chinese. I had 3 Chinese. No way with the G90 I was getting that. I was not getting that with the G90. Taiwan, all these countries, not with the G90. G90 receiver, the G90, um, I'm gonna say it was a good entry level. It's a good entry level transceiver if you on a budget. But yeah, it's not. This is the big leagues. That's like little league. That's minor league. And this is the big leagues. When you start getting into this, or the 7300. That's the big leagues. Or the one that, or the Yesu, or, I mean the one that Jill's got it, FT DX10. Yeah, and now you it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Much bigger difference. Not only because it's 100 watts, it's just the audio is much better. Audio quality, you're gonna get much better audio. Yeah, FT DX10. Yeah, I was thinking about that one too. I was really thinking about that one too. I like the display. See, the problem with this one, it doesn't have that it doesn't have a VGA out. That's the only thing I'm like, you know. But you know, I love the icon though. I love that 7300. I love the 7300. And the reason why I bought this one because C4FM. I bought it because of C4FM. That's what got me into it. But I knew the display was not going to be the best. And this one doesn't have a VGA output. So, you know, you can't output this on a screen. That's why I like his. His you can put on the screen. I like that. So, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off now. It's approaching 8 o'clock here. I know it's late where you are. I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the evening. I'm gonna shut this down, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, my Ready DXer. You have a good night, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.